Hey guys, Dan HD back with another GTA 5 video. Now today's video, obviously we have the Smugglers Run DLC, so I'm going to go ahead and buy my bunker, as you're gonna, sorry not bunker, hangar, as you're going to see on screen now. And just before we get into that, I do have a competition running, so I will link that in description so you can go ahead and enter that. Now I seem to get equally as much dislikes as I do likes for doing these giveaways, so definitely let me know if it's worth doing them. Should I not be doing them? Should I do them? Personally, I do them just to give everything that I get from YouTube, just to give it back to YouTube, as you know, I only get it through you guys watching, so it's only right I give it back to you guys. I think, you know, I don't do this for a living, so that's just my thoughts on that. But just let me know in the comment section if you do enjoy these giveaways, if you do enter them, and if or not I should keep going with them. So I was a bit in two minds anyway which bunker to buy. I looked, you know, kind of down at the airport, and I just figured that, you know, they are the cheaper ones, and a lot of people would buy them because they are cheaper. So I didn't go with that option. I actually went up to the military base because I thought it'd be kind of cool to be able to go in the military base without a wanted level, and should people try attack you, then if they don't own a bunker in the military base, then that would kind of act as some sort of protection for you, which I thought would be a good idea. And I did test that theory, and a friend of mine who's bought a bunker down at the airport, he can't actually enter the military base without getting the wanted level. So, you know, only people with the bases up there, or hangars, sorry, they're the only people that can attack you. So that kind of gives you that little bit of advantage. Now, light and style, I stuck with the original because, you know, I didn't really want the yellowy light, so I just stuck with them. Now I did check all these floor designs. I didn't really like any of them, if I'm honest. There's not really any out there that look great, so I've just gone with the standard one, which is free. So, well, not free, but it comes in with the hangar. And then office, I went with traditional over modern. I just kind of preferred the look of that traditional one. But again, that's just preference. These are all things that doesn't really matter. Now living quarters, I went with them because you know you need them to spawn there, and I forgot to select modern or traditional on the living quarters, but I think I've just got the traditional, and that's cost me just 3k short of $5 million. So you can definitely get that cheaper, but I went with the 5 million because, you know, I had the money and I thought, well, why not go for the best one? In comparison between the two, there's not much difference between the best and the worst. Now I've just jumped straight over the bunker. There's no point you watching me fly over there, and this is sort of my first time entering it. Now I didn't really know what to expect when entering it, but we were met with like a cutscene from Ron, who does look a lot older than he does in story. Now I haven't played much of story, so I could be wrong there, but I'm quite sure he looks younger than this in story. But I won't bore you with the full cutscene. We'll just cut this out, and what I'm going to go ahead and do after this is I'm going to look at the website and look at some of these new aircrafts that we've got, and just have a look at what I want to buy, because at the moment I haven't bought anything. So that's Ron just sort of leaving. We'll just let him go now. If anyone out there has bought any of these aircrafts, let me know your thoughts on them. Let me know what's worth buying, what's not worth buying. You know, I don't want to go wasting money on stuff that I don't need, so definitely let me know your opinions on that. So that's me sort of in here. I brought my buzzard, so you know your Pegasus vehicles can be stored in here, and it's also, if you bring your Pegasus vehicle to here, it can be stored here, and then if you leave on foot, you can actually ring Pegasus to deliver you another one, so you can have one inside here and the Pegasus one out there as well. So that, I found that quite cool as well. I don't know if it's any use to anyone, but you know, it's something that's pretty cool. So just on this website, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 new choppers, not choppers at all, 4 new aircrafts, planes. Now we have, obviously we have the trade price, and then we have the normal full price, and then we have 3 more over here. So I definitely want to try them all out, so definitely let me know which one's worth buying. And we do have a new car. I'm not sure if I actually checked that. So as you see there, we've got the trade price, and then we've got the buy it now price. So the trade price you would get from actually doing your missions. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I'm just going to go ahead and set my bunker, keep calling it a bunker, I do apologise, set my hangar up. Just so used to it being a bunker, this being brand new, I keep getting a bit confused. So that's me just launching the very first mission. Now this mission was purely just going to pick up an aeroplane. It wasn't too difficult. When I got there was just 2 NPCs to shoot, so it was pretty simple. So what I did is I just skip out this, and I'll go ahead and pick up that plane. Now bring it back to you now. So that's me coming back with this plane, bringing it to the hangar. So as you see, it's quite actually a cool aircraft. It's a new one itself, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I have done a couple of supply missions. Again, I haven't bought any of the new vehicles, but I've done a couple of supply missions that allow you to fly them. So if you are looking for sort of a cheap way to test them, just go resupply, because there's a whole lot of different aircrafts that you're going to use during the sort of resupply process. So now I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and have a look round, just to show everyone what it's like. This is obviously the most expensive hangar, so if you're not, fortunate enough like myself to have enough money for this gives you a look inside what the most expensive one will be. So it's basically the same as the cheaper ones, depending on sort of your interior design. For me, I went with blue floor. So on here, if you click on storage, and you also have floor. So for me, floor, I have 2. I'm not sure how many aircrafts go in, but I believe it's 10. But I could be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong in the comments. Definitely let me know. I'm all for helping each other out. So just let me know if I'm wrong. But it is quite a massive space. So obviously I ran straight over to this little chopper that you see our mechanic there working on. Well, probably not doing anything for that matter, but supposed to be working on. But you can't actually get in that, so I was a bit disappointed in that. But we did get sort of one free plane. The plane you see on the floor there, it's not something I bought, it's completely free, so that was quite good. And then I just went over to the office, I believe, just to check out what it's like once it's set up, your website. So, what can we do from this website? Now again, I just point out I have done a couple of resale missions. So sorry, not resale, sourcing missions. So as you see there, on screen I haven't done any, but I have done them since recording this footage. So that's just saying like rivals, which are other people in the lobby, and then we have like steal success rate. For me, is 100, so I've only done 1 at this point. And obviously I've made no sales or anything like that. Now on my first supply mission I got 3 things. I got 1 there, I got 1 for the animal materials, and I got 1 for counterfeit goods. Now when you go to source, you can actually source individually any of these. Now I found some of them are easier to steal than others, some are quite difficult to get. So I basically just went ahead and started stealing all different ones. So I think the first one here, I actually go ahead and steal some narcotics. So I'm just going to go ahead and steal that now. And I've noticed if you are on your own, you're only going to get 1, and 1 thing is worth 10k. Now I've managed to get up to I think 5 of one of the particular things, and I think it's still only worth 50k. So it's sort of like each package is actually only worth 10k. Now if you get a bonus for it being say up to 20 or 30, I don't know that yet, but I am working on filling it up so I can bring you guys the sort of max resale you can get out of these products. And even though they are broken down into like, I think it's 10 different things that you can steal, or is it 8? Sorry about that, but yeah, even though it's broken down to individual things that you can steal, you can actually sell them all combined, so that's quite useful as well. So that'll just wrap up today's video. This is just me doing resupply missions, so there's not really much point showing you that. So I will thank you all for watching today, and that's just basically me setting up my hangar and showing you guys inside and around it for those of you that don't have it yet. And don't forget just to enter that competition that I've linked in the description. And again, just let me know if it's worth doing them. I seem to get a lot of dislikes as well, so let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next